This week on Bad Brackets, the unwise men are back, and we got to talk about food. Welcome back to Bad Brackets Season 2, Episode 8. 8 sounds
I think so.
It feels like 8.
Feels like more than 8, but I believe it is Episode 8 as we get ready to talk about the best burger topping. So when you bring in food, who do you have to have on the show? The unwise men have returned. We got Harry Broadhurst. We got Eric Watkins. And we got Robert Hagan. The original trio back again.
Hagan throwing up West Coast over there.
It's got, who knows? Listen, it's going to be an episode, guys. I just have a feeling this could be the last one. You just never know how things are going to go.
I did not explicitly agree to be sober, but luckily for you, I am sober. Take that for what it's worth.
For now.
Listen, I think the last time we were together on a food episode, I was bashed the entire time because I lived a very sheltered life and chocolate cereals were not my thing.
Beep!
Yeah.
There's our first one.
All right. Each contestant will get to pick 3 possible toppings on their burgers for this 24-item bracket. We'll figure out who gets to go first here shortly. Points based on the seed that the item is. So if it's a 14 seed, you get 14 points. If it's not on the bracket, you get absolutely nothing. Everyone's going to get 1 counter pick. And multiple times here in Season 2, that counter pick has decided the winner. So choose wisely, especially on this episode, where there's not as many options. I think this will be a bit more of a high-scoring episode, but we will see. If your counter pick is not on the bracket, you get 5 points. But if you get it wrong and it is on the bracket, you lose 5 points. Before the show, each contestant turned in predictions for the Final Four and champion. You get 2 points for each Final Four pick correct. You get a bonus 2 points if you get all 4 of those correct. And you get 5 points if you pick the champion. Let's get right into it and see who goes first.
Is that a prediction I sense?
No, it's a confirmation. Episode 8.
Episode 8. There you go. Harry, with your confirmation, you get to go first. And then I did this last time. I forgot to take the name off. There we go.
I get to go first and second.
Yes, well, you might, because I forgot to take the name off. And second will be here. So, Robert, you will get the wraparound. You get the first counter pick. All right, we have our order. Now it is time to get the draft picks out of the way. Harry, you got the first pick.
You know, we kind of talked about this before we went on the air, and I think that this is a niche enough one that it'll be low enough on the list to get me some good points. I'm going to go with mushroom.
Mushroom. Eric.
Similar vein, especially in mixing different kind of cuisines and flavors. Guacamole.
Tex-Mex burger?
Also good for turkey burgers as well.
The turkey burgers are blasphemous.
All right, Robert.
I'm going to go with grilled mushroom or grilled onions. Grilled onions.
You cannot have my mushrooms, you son bitch.
Sorry, grilled what?
Grilled onions.
Okay.
Grilled onions specifically, sir.
Yeah, because I was
on the bracket.
All right.
He's treating onions the same way he's
Congratulations. That's like a 3-pointer.
Here's where I'm gonna hope, and I'm taking a little bit of a wild chance. Give me pineapple.
That was almost going to be one of my picks. I was thinking about that one.
I'm going to need a safe word if somebody puts that on my burger.
Eric.
Serious? You've never had a teriyaki burger or a Hawaiian burger?
Harry, I'm telling you, just like pizza, pineapple goes delicious with
Pineapple
burgers.
does not belong on pizza either.
Now, but here's something that I am not a fan of on burgers, but I don't stop or judge other people that do it. A fried egg.
Oh, you some bitch. That was that was legit my next pick.
You're welcome.
No, I'm not.
That's where I was going with my third.
Give me avocado.
What do you think guacamole is?
It's
technically different form because there's more ingredients in guacamole than just avocados.
Listen, now we're going to find the rancid Randy because onions and grilled onions, raw onions, grilled onions, totally different flavor profile.
As far as my third pick goes, let's go. I want something that's niche. Most people are ketchup mustard on their burgers. I know a lot of people who like this. I personally don't, but let's go mayonnaise.
Mayo. All right. Eric, back to you.
Something that relatively less niche, I would hope, but still niche enough after a specific commercial, barbecue sauce.
Depends on the barbecue sauce. I think if you get a good smoky one, it actually adds to the flavor palette.
Especially if you get that nice thick A1 that they make. Oh.
Although I'm also of the opinion that a well-cooked steak doesn't need barbecue sauce.
That is also true. That is true.
All right, Robert, your last pick.
I'm going to kind of stay in my theme. If you've noticed it, it feels like it's a pizza. So give me ham.
Ham. Okay.
I'm about to go ham on this episode.
All right. Counter pick. Hagen, where are you going?
That's not on the list, correct?
It is on the list. You got to pick somebody that has been drafted and that you're hoping is not on the draft board yet.
I'm going to take guac. I don't think guac is on there.
Well, he's about to take yours, probably.
I mean, again, Harry being on the same wavelength, and he's already signed his waiver for being in my head, so he's chill. But yeah, ham.
Ham.
Saw that one
Harry.
coming. I'll take his other pick. I'll take because honestly, I think everything else is on there. I'll take pineapple.
And pineapple. All right, picks are in. We will see how that goes as we go along with the episode. But first, let's give away some bonus points. We got 3 bonus.
Can I guess one of the bonus questions?
You're not going to get it, but go right ahead.
How many of these does Randy actually like on his burgers?
No, I did not go that route.
You thought about it, though.
I honestly, I really did. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the 3 bonus questions are very boring this week because it was difficult for me to come up with something clever.
Also,
right, get your whiteboards out. Get ready to go. Yes, sir.
Real quick, before we start, I've decided to dub all of us since he's Rancid Randy. You're also looking at Heinous Harry, Repulsive Robert, and Egregious Eric.
Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that.
Unwisemen for sure. All right, I'll put these answers on your whiteboards. Your first question worth 1 point. And again, these are not clever. How many of the items on the bracket start with the letter C? Write these down and we will share your answers once I get you back on the bigger screen. Second question worth 3 points. How many items on the bracket start with the letter R?
I don't like this bracket already.
Why do I feel like I'm playing alphabetics on an episode of Password?
And then the fun one for 5 points. See how your memory is. Before this episode, how many episodes have the 3 unwise men participated in together?
Ah, damn it.
Not
including season
not
1.
Counting the in season 1. Because this is the first time you guys have been back this year. As far as all together. But not counting this episode. How many episodes have the 3
I knew I should have deep dive on YouTube.
All right. We will start with the guy with the first pick. We'll go with Harry. Give me your answers. First, for the bracket or items, the letter C, you put 3. Letter R, you said 3, and you said 9 episodes together. Second pick was Eric. We will get your answers. 7 with the letter C, 5 with the letter R, and 10 episodes altogether. Robert. 4 with the letter C. What was it? 3 with the letter R, and 7 altogether.
Oh, I just thought of a really good one for R too. I'm curious if it makes the bracket now, because I know like
out there?
veggie burger lovers like radishes, and I feel like radishes could be a veggie burger topping. I'm not saying I eat veggie burgers. I don't understand it personally. My girlfriend tries to eat vegetarian sometimes, and I just look at her half stupid, like, what are you doing to yourself?
Look, I am not going to deny the existence of a delicious black bean burger.
Oh, well.
Is it high on my list? No, but I acknowledge its existence.
Just
the hamburger ones. I don't know if you guys have seen the thing about how the one animal rights protest group went in there and said this cow had a name. It was da-da-da. What are you doing in this situation? And my favorite response to that is looking for my name like it was a Coca-Cola bottle.
All right, so I just realized I never moved the question marks over after I did my editing, so those will be a little off. It's whatever. Let's go to your first bracket. Listen, things continue to be a little wonky in season 2, so let's have some fun.
Upload the right file.
We'll see. Who knows? All right, your 14 seed. How about pastrami? Or just to show you how this bracket is going to go, boys. Your 19 seed. How about another burger patty?
Sir, it's called a double.
Or pastrami. But it's a topping. It's on top of the other burger.
It is not a topping. It's a burger.
Which one moves on?
It's a double.
Told you. Had to get a little clever in this episode.
See, here's the rancid going with the technicalities as is.
We're getting rancid early as hell on this episode.
Yep, absolutely. Show me a winner. See? You think it's rancid? It moved on. It's a better topping. Congratulations to another burger patty.
It moved on. It moved on because pastrami is overrated.
Not to mention pastrami is better on its own damn sandwich. Why would you combine that with a burger?
I don't eat these things.
Or put that sumbitch on a deli club.
You know, a little bit of mustard, little bit of rye. There you go. Sandwich done. Have some chips and a drink. That is your lunch. Goodbye, good night.
Turning into an episode of Seinfeld over here.
So
what is the deal with sandwiches?
Well, these are burgers, not sandwiches. You're on a sandwich episode later on in season 2. Just calm down. All right. So burger beats pastrami, but does it beat bacon? Bacon or another burger patty? Which one is the better burger topping? Also, if you have not noticed, we had Pyramid Head that my daughter drew last week, and I loved it so much that I didn't want her to get rid of it. So instead of the big giant sword from last week, Pyramid Head is holding a burger. And that might become the new gimmick. So there you go. Show me winner.
You should have made Pyramid Head's head like a piece of cheese.
I don't want it. That's too cute of a Pyramid Head. Bacon.
As much as I'm a fat man and I like my double patties on all of my burgers, gotta love the bacon added.
The late great Jonathan T. Nielsen, one of his rules of life: everything's better with bacon. Miss you, John.
Indeed, life was like a game show.
All right, let's move on. Your 11 seed. How about chili peppers?
Are they red hot though? Can't stop. Addicted to the shindig.
Look, don't go starting with all the Californication on the show, okay?
Chili peppers or chili? Which one moves on?
Can I vote for neither as somebody who has really bad acid reflux issues?
Nope.
Okay, fine.
Hey, Robert Taylor tried that last week, and then he ended up having to be the tiebreaker. So we had to he had to come up with something. All right, show me winner.
Oh, my vote doesn't matter.
Yep, there you go. You didn't need to vote, I guess. Chili moves
I
on.
actually had a chili dog the other day. So
Okay, chili is fine on hot dogs. It does not belong on a burger.
If you do it without the beans, good
I
on
would
her.
say you must be a Texas lover without beans, huh?
Although, again, another case where I accept black beans.
What
Black
do you have?
beans-
What do you have against kidney beans?
I've not been a fan of kidney beans. I've tried them. It's just something does not agree with my palate with kidney beans.
I learn something new every day here on
I hear they're good for your heart.
All right, your 6 seed. Tomato, chili, or tomato. Which one is a better burger topping? No points given out here in quadrant 1.
Again, acid reflux issues.
All right, show me a winner. There's tomato, there's tomato, there's tomato. Not much of a shock.
Yeah, you want to know what's even less of a shock?
Go ahead. Tomato or bacon? Because apparently my tomato button is not working. So I will not bring back up the bracket. I will hide my shame. Tomato or bacon? Which one makes the final 4? Let me see. You're not Eric, Robert, but there's a winner. Harry, clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
Yeah. Unwise men, not remembering how the game is played. It's
Look, I heard my name. He was the one.
I heard his name. I heard his name as well. That's my whiteboard state like this.
I'm old. I just go and I'm ready to go.
All right, let's get into quadrant
Jesus.
number. Okay, so I've made an executive decision. You know how the bonus question is how many episodes have the Unwise Men been on altogether? Whatever that answer is, add the 1 for this episode, and that'll be the answer forever.
He doesn't like when his rancidness is thrown back at him.
You guys are children, and I can't stand it. I want to be the one that causes the havoc. It's my job.
Never! That's my job. It always will be.
All right,
Usurp!
Quadrant number 2, 15 seed. And
Damn.
points for Eric. Eggs. I'll give Eric his. If I can click on the right thing.
I almost took them with my
points.
first pick, and I should have.
Or your 18 seed.
Ham.
Relish. Eggs or relish? Which one moves on?
Are we adding a distinction for the type of egg here?
How about the
Nope.
type of relish?
Nope.
Nope. Again,
There's no. You guys keep trying to add distinctions to it.
I asked.
Harry, I think, is the only one that did not ask me about the difference of cheese. And I said sliced cheese and sliced cheese because I didn't want to have 7 different cheeses.
I just said cheese.
Yeah. Harry just knew and went cheese.
That's why I asked. It's like, okay, how was this approached? Once he told me that,
American, cheddar, and occasionally pepper jack.
Colby Jack. All right. tell me what I-
Blue
maybe also a
cheese,
little bit of provolone.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella's more for pizza.
Yeah, neither of those are really
Gouda.
sliced. I think you're saying cheeses that aren't sliced.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. There's more than one cheese.
Again, I said
go on a
sliced
burger.
cheese. I said sliced cheese is cheese.
So you do realize we're actually filling the space so you can edit this because there's not really a whole lot to discuss as to why we picked the thing we picked on this.
Oh, that's
episode.
why we're just moving right along.
We're spitballing it, really.
That's kind of how. That's why we have the Unwise Men here talking food. You just fill in the blanks. All right, relish moved on. But
To
is
take
it?
on cheese.
No, it goes against pickles.
Oh.
Pickles and relish.
Yeah, that's a better matchup. I agree.
Thank you. I appreciate the nice words. It's one of the few that I'll get this episode.
Most
show me
likely.
winner. There's pickle. All the pickles. Tommy Pickles
Easily.
moves on.
Do I
No.
like relish better than I like eggs? Yes. But on a burger, it's pickles.
No, man,
Okay, important question, not apropos to the game, just personal preference here. Dill pickles or sweet and sour pickles?
Oh,
Dill.
Dill all the time.
All the way dill.
Dill on a burger. But then on a ham and cheese sandwich, it's got to be bread and butter.
Guys, the sandwich episode is next month. Let's.
And
we
we're
all-
giving a sneak preview.
Are
This
we-
is food. Do you not understand us?
We're marketing here, sir.
But stop giving away our conversations. You thought you had no conversations for the burger topic. You've gotten rid of all your conversations for the sandwich topic.
Or
and then
have
next month
we?
we'll do the sandwich topics. And then you guys are going to go, it doesn't go well on a sandwich, but it goes well on a burger. I should have talked about that last month. Also,
and what do you know? We go ahead. This is what we do. They're called callbacks. Have you heard of them?
no,
We'll
absolutely
even
not.
link the episode on YouTube for you.
Exactly.
Guys, I'm the one that has to do it, and I can't even put the right video up.
Okay, again, you're the one who's saying all of that, yet I'm the one who says, hey, if you love this content, if you like talking about burgers or sandwiches, go ahead, like the episode, comment, give us a little engagement. While you're there,
Do all the YouTube things.
exactly. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, make that algorithm a lot more friendly to us so you don't miss another episode.
Hammer that like button like it's Eric on a Saturday night.
You damn straight.
The editing is gonna. I'll probably leave that in. I'll just say real quick before we move on. I am a egg on a burger convert. That stuff is so good.
I like the sunny side up eggs because then you get the broken yolk on the burger.
Yes.
As long as it's a runny yolk.
Yep.
Has to have a
100%.
runny yolk.
100%. All right, let's move on to your 10 seed. How about jalapenos? And your 23 seed coleslaw.
Coleslaw goes
Jalapenos or coleslaw.
Coleslaw goes on pulled pork.
Or whatchamacallit from Perminti Brothers.
These are all the lists that I looked up. They allowed me to get to 24. I'm not advocating all of these choices. Show me where. Ooh, Eric, why coleslaw?
I am not a big jalapeno guy in general.
I'm not either, but
Yeah, I don't necessarily advocate coleslaw on a burger, but to me, better than jalapenos.
Yeah, it's fair. All right, your last item here in quadrant 2 is your 7 seed. How about lettuce? Classic lettuce. Lettuce or jalapeno? Still only one pick that's been shown so far. Halfway through. Show me a winner. Lettuce. Robert, you shook your head at lettuce.
No, because the worst thing in the world for me, and I hate it, and my mother even loved having this.
Go ahead.
Was there's something about once a lettuce gets warm and it gets wilted, it's just blah, and it's not even worth.
That's why you don't put. That's why you don't put the lettuce on until you're about to bite into the burger.
That's why they put the toppings on the side for a lot of that. But Robert, as a friend, I apologize in advance for my mean comment. But when you started saying that, like the worst thing ever, I thought you were just going to say vegetables.
I mean, to be fair, as somebody who's been known not to eat very many of them.
Am I the only one that actually likes an occasional leafy green like broccoli once in a while?
I feel like that's because your mama was a nurse.
No, I love lettuce. It's
fair,
but let it be in a salad on the side. Yeah. That's it. Not on warm food. It doesn't belong on warm food ever.
All right.
Give me a
Well,
give me a
we
lettuce
know
wrap.
Robert's vote.
Okay, so here's the issue that I see with that though, Hagen. What about like when your salad with like grilled chicken? I love me a grilled
I-
chicken salad.
I like
Sprinkle a little
my
cheese on it?
chicken. No, I like my chicken well rested, so it's almost like lukewarm, so it doesn't temper the lettuce whatsoever.
He wants his
Serious.
chicken to have a good night's sleep before it
Well,
jumps
not
in.
that cold. I mean, not frozen and like that, but
All right. So, Eric, let me see yours because I know where Robert went. Pickles or lettuce?
I know where.
Because I have to do this tactically.
Okay. Robert, I know yours.
That's not tactfully. You know that. That's a bad move.
There's pickles.
Bad move,
Harry
Eric.
Tactfully,
Come on.
tactically.
No, I know why he did that because he
I
knows
do
my
too.
reputation.
Pickle moves on. Pickles and bacon so far. Really? No
I'm
crazy upsets so
I'm
far.
on to you, Watkins.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got my reasons for certain things, and those reasons
Randy,
haven't
do you
entirely played out well thanks to rancidness. But that's beside the point, kind of.
Randy, you remember our pre-show commentary?
No. That was a long time
Sir,
ago.
like earlier today. Yes, horribly a long time ago.
For an old man like us, yes, absolutely.
All right, fair.
What was our pregame talk?
About somebody trying to counterbalance my certain picks about some
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I agree. But that person also gets the 13 seed because he gets barbecue sauce, Eric.
Yay!
4 points. 28-0. And your 20 seed is hot sauce. Barbecue
Neither.
sauce or hot sauce.
Number 4 seed better be ketchup.
Or what? Show me winner. Oh, the barbecue.
Triple B.
I love
Eric?
it. I love
Yeah,
it.
where did you pick up an extra B from there, Eric?
Harry,
at your
you
sign.
of all people should know that where I was going with this, specifically Homer's BBBQ.
Oh, it's a Simpsons reference.
BYOPB.
It's a Simpsons reference. Okay.
Harry just thought Eric. It has to be Eric, so he has to do something dirty with it. Not
I mean, in fairness, it could have been.
In fairness, it's a very valid line of thinking.
I just get it out there because Harry threatened me. So it is ketchup versus barbecue sauce.
Is the 5 seed mustard?
Stop spoiling things, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. The 3 unwisemen and talking about food, and we didn't think you'd have at least a remote idea of what was on your bracket.
All right, show winner.
How long have we been doing this, Rancid? We know you by now.
Ketchup moves on. If I can hit the right button, I'm struggling with that tonight. There we go. We will move right along with your 12 seed. And it is mayonnaise. Harry gets on the board. 12 points for mayo. Making sure that was not a counter. Okay. And your 21 seed. Listen, just when you think you figured me out, Mustard, your 21 seed.
What?
You don't know
What?
me. You don't know me.
I the world I grew up in is gone.
What?
In the same bracket, but
Yeah.
not the 5 seed. All right.
Hagen, you missed a
Mayo or
perfectly good
mustard?
okay there.
He wasn't going to take that bait.
Nope.
What was mustard facing again? I lost track of the
Mayonnaise.
Mayo and mustard.
Talk about 2 things that I can't stand.
All right, show me winner. Mayo, mustard, mayo. Eric, where'd you go, mustard?
Mustard? better, kind of like a tart sort of a taste, especially
It's a
with
hot
the
dog
burger.
condiment. It's a
Plus,
hot dog condiment. It's a hot dog
Plus-
condiment.
you can
Hot
say
dog
that.
condiment.
You can say this all you want.
Stop
You're really
trying to say that
really
word.
gonna hate me for this one.
Okay, it's
I'm
a
a
wiener
Miracle Whip
condiment.
guy. I'm a Miracle Whip
What?
guy.
No, that's not the word I was trying to get you to stop saying.
Oh, ugh.
Does anybody else remember when Stewie would say Cool Whip? Because that's what just happened with him and the condiments.
I tell Robert to stop saying the word. He thinks I'm talking about hot dog, not condiment, because he can't say a condiment. He just kept messing it up. And he's like, oh, you don't want me to say that? Fine, wiener. That's not what I meant.
Shut up, Eric. We can't say that and stay monetized.
I missed the unwisemen. I will say that.
Oh, jeez.
It sucks that this is the last time ever.
Real quick.
Yeah.
That was a vote out of sheer necessity. I can't even be around mustard. The smell makes me physically nauseous.
Fair. All right, this one.
So that's why I went mayo.
This one was on a lot of lists and very high on lists. So it gets the 5 seed.
Thousand Island?
Aioli.
Special.
I almost picked
Nah,
aioli.
It was just really high on there. Obviously, this is the sauce part of the bracket, but this ended up very high on a lot of brackets, so it got bumped up.
I am absolutely shocked that mustard was a 21 seed for aioli. I can't stand it, but I'm shocked that it's that low.
Mustard was not on a lot of lists, so that's why I got down there. All right, show me where. Aioli. Robert, why mayo?
Mayo aioli is just a jazzed up or put a couple extra things. Mayo. That's all it is. Same thing.
He's not wrong.
I know I'm not.
He's not wrong, but my girlfriend really likes like the bacon flavored aioli, where they use like the bacon.
So put bacon
That's
grease in your mayonnaise and mix it up.
That's what she does. That's what they do.
I mean, let me sometimes
Put pickle juice in your aioli. Mix it up.
Garlic. I mean,
Mix it up. Garlic aioli. It's mayo. Mayo base.
All right, there you go. Aioli, ketchup. Which one joins bacon and pickles in the final 4?
Put them together.
Okay,
Special
that tells
sauce.
me.
Sharp special sauce. Right, Randy?
It's not on the bracket, but I agree. Absolutely fantastic stuff. All right. I don't think anyone picked aioli. Let's just all see all 3. Shocker. Ketchup. Anybody even hesitate?
Have all 3 regional finals been clean sweeps? No.
I love mayo. You put mayo.
Oh no, pickles.
Would have been.
Pickles and lettuce was not a clean sweep because Eric was trying to play the game.
Motor ranted.
He was thinking with his head instead of his heart.
Well,
No, he was thinking with his counter.
on. Eric, what has happened with the first reveal of each of the last 2 quadrants?
Someone
Eric's gotten points.
Yeah.
You
Eric
have gotten
has
points.
He's
Make it
gonna
3
get
in a
more
row.
points.
There's guacamole. 16 points for
I got
Eric.
-5. -5.
This bracket is rigged.
And
I don't know what y'all are talking
minus
about. Have you seen the other
5.
episodes? I haven't got my 24 special. I haven't been in the negatives, anything like that.
But is guac better than whatever? How do you say this?
Remoulade.
Remlad? I don't know.
Remoulade.
Another one that showed up on a lot of lists, so it ended up here.
Mayonnaise
Well, it
base.
doesn't matter. It's going to get
I
jobbed
don't care
out to
what
cheese.
base,
Mayonnaise base.
but it's not just mayonnaise. It's different. Again, it showed up on
Whatever
all
wins
sorts
this
of
is
lists,
getting
so I was
jobbed to
throwing them.
cheese.
Probably. Show me where. Guac moves on. I'll just throw this up real quick.
Yeah, I don't think we need a discussion here, boys, right?
Nah, we don't.
Everybody
No.
good?
It's cheese.
Cheese. Robert, you gonna get on the board or what?
No, I want -5 points
Well, too bad.
because
Technically,
Ham
he's
needs-
on
Ham
the
needs to be on there.
board,
Onion, 9 points for Robert. He's up to 4.
but and
Congratulations.
see, he's not even threatening the record low.
Of one.
Yet, give him time.
And Onions goes against your 24 seed. Onion rings. Onions or onion rings, which, according to Robert, are onion based.
Yeah, that feels like two sides of the same coin there.
I mean,
one's fried, one's not. Yeah.
It's the same with mayo, aioli, remoulade. They're all the same thing.
And all of a sudden, mushroom doesn't make the bracket. Screw you, Rancid.
What moves on? Onion. Onion rings are good. I like
no, onion rings
Onions
on
are
a
good.
burger. Let me explain. Only when you're going like the full kind of Western recipe,
Yes.
when you have them with barbecue sauce.
Yes, 100%.
Otherwise, does not work.
I agree, 100%. I'm fine with onions moving on, but that is my kind of burger. So we got one left. Got avocado, we got mushroom, we got pineapple, we got ham. This is not the pizza episode from season 1, but that's what you guys still have voted on here. But your 8 seed, even though Harry said mean things about me, is mushroom. 8 points.
I'll take
for
it.
Harry. 20.
I expected it to be lower, but I'll take it.
So that means that Harry also gets 5 points because pineapple is not on the bracket. Eric gets 5 points because ham is not on the bracket. And Robert is just going to shake his head. But onion versus mushroom.
Robert is merely a spectator at this point.
It's chocolate cereal all over again.
Again, this is why you are sheltered. You have experienced a horrible lack of culture when it comes to cereal and burgers and all of this stuff.
All right. I'm just writing it down.
I don't think that this is going to require much of a conversation.
No. Show me the winner.
Spoiler alert.
It's cheese. I didn't even get a chance to write it.
Did it?
Eric's
to do it.
What's the point? It's a clean sweep. Yes. I ain't giving you the satisfaction.
All right, it is time for the bubble pick. And I just realized background didn't show up either. Man, I am batting 1,000 here. I'm batting like the Yankees have batted forever. And we're recording this early, and I'm sure they're still batting terribly by the time this episode comes out. All right. Nobody in the first 7 episodes has been able to get the bubble pick correct. You get 5 points if you get it right. So this episode might not matter. Other than you get the bragging rights for the first one. Which one was the 25 seed? I flipped things up, even though, again, it doesn't matter this week. Eric, you're in the lead, so you get to tell me your pick first.
There's one, I looked this up on a couple of lists, and I'm thinking, especially if you had to dig deep, and I thought, no way in hell should this belong on a burger, but if it's something that could just miss the bracket, there's a specific kind of yogurt, like they specifically mentioned feta yogurt. Yeah, I was just as shocked. I am like, where the hell are these people coming from? But I'm thinking based with the texture, and it's not any flavor or anything else, with the different kind of like dairy base. Okay, but I'm thinking crazy enough, but if you're struggling, I think that could bump it up to 25.
So yogurt is what we're going with?
Yes.
Okay. Harry, you were up next.
Thousand Island dressing. I know it's a signature ingredient in several Red Robin burgers. So
Red Robin.
Yum.
Not a sponsor. Robert.
All
Doesn't have to be.
All of my selections have been out of the box. I'm going to keep this one out of the box. Give me Elvis. Give me peanut butter.
Robert is tanking. All right. So, guys,
They're peanut butter burgers. Let me tell you, I've seen them, had them.
Thought those were
Alright.
banana sandwiches, though. That's, again, previewing the sandwich episode.
It's not the sandwich episode.
yeah, it'll be a number one seed in a couple weeks. Don't worry about it. So none of you got it right. And this was a little rancid of me. However, I never lied to any of you when you asked me all the questions. Eric and Robert throughout the week asked me if cheese is different cheeses. And I said sliced cheese is all itself. And that is
Nacho cheese.
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese
is the 25th seed. So I don't want when you guys ask me that question, I'm like, how do I word this without like completely skewing you away and not giving away the answer?
Your comment to me was you're not answering any more questions. So I should have went with
let me go back. All you said is sliced cheese is one thing. That is widely open to interpretation for what.
You're not going to slice. Blue cheese doesn't turn into sliced anything.
You can slice blue cheese.
You can slice.
It's not going to be aesthetic, but damn it, it's possible.
I don't need it anyways. I don't care.
I didn't get that invested in the conversation.
He knew what he wanted. Oh, that got a little bit.
You know what I actually thought about going with my pick for this year? Potato chips.
You're not Bobby Flay. You're not Bobby Flay. You're not crunchifying things. So I don't know. I don't get it.
With that, I would have leaned more towards French fries. Because some good fries
French
or a good burger.
They have to be cooked correctly, though. You can't have crispy fries on a burger because it'll throw off the taste palette.
Checkers or Rallies for those.
I do love me some Rally's French fries.
They have fried burgers. I'm just saying. And you can put Rally's fries on a burger. They will let you do that.
I just had Five Guys fries last night. So good.
All right, here is your final four. Let's start with the tough one. Pickles and bacon. Who will make the finals? Eric looks like he will be part of the 2-win club. Getting close where I can start doing the Mount Rushmore again. We have not quite gotten to 4 first-time or 2-time winners, but we're getting there.
I'm right on my point average, so I'm happy.
There you go. Let's start with Harry. Bacon. Let's go with Robert. Eric, break the tie, sir.
You chose wisely.
Bacon. Thoughts on losing pickles, Robert?
Pickles has got the crunch. It's the crunch aspect that is needed in any burger. Should be the number one.
Okay, so let the record state that I actually personally do prefer pickles on my burgers, but I think bacon is more commonly accepted as the better burger topping.
All right, how about ketchup and sliced cheese? Which one will meet bacon in the finals?
Rancid, did I do what I think I did for this final four?
Yep, you did.
I thought so.
All right, let's go with Eric. Let's go with Robert. Harry, clean sweep.
Yeah, there wasn't a choice there.
Yeah, I didn't think so. They got cheese. You got bacon. Only one can be the dominant burger topping. So this time we will start with Robert.
Well, you have to give him a second to actually write it. And given the fact that he just erased, I think I know what he's going with.
He is writing far more than 5 letters or 6 letters, so
or 4
who knows
letters.
what we are about to witness here. So cheese.
It's the melty cheese. I think it's better than cheddar cheese on a burger, even
Well,
Swiss.
We got to have a cheese episode, apparently. All right, Harry. Some of
You
your picks.
chose poorly.
I don't think I did. Eric.
Cheeseburger, 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 cheeseburger.
Clean sweep. Cheese just straight dominates. Yeah.
See, I think the thing that helps cheese beat bacon here is there's so many different varieties of cheese that you can go with on a burger.
Yeah,
Whereas
that's fair.
bacon is kind of generally speaking, one specific flavor palette. I mean,
Yeah.
you get the occasional like applewood smoked bacon and stuff, and then you have like your standard bacon. But there's just so many different types of cheeses that change the way a burger tastes.
Exactly. American, Swiss, cheddar, provolone.
All right, let's give out some points. And Harry,
You know what?
asked,
Don't knock it till you try it.
What am I not knocking?
Don't knock it till you've tried it. But nacho cheese on a burger is actually very good as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Brings a nice bit of kick, a little bit of spice.
All right, Harry did say, asked if he did it, and he did. He did get the clean sweep. So did Robert until the end. He got all four of the final four right, so both of them got the 10 points. Harry did get the champion as well, so he gets the full 15 points. Eric had mustard and onion on his. So, Harry, we will give you your 15 points. Robert, we will give you your 10 to get you away from single digits.
Is anybody else not seeing a graphic here?
You don't. I do that in post, man.
And
then I don't.
Again, the buttons and everything were messed up, so I had a feeling something happened to where we would actually be seeing the graphic.
The graphics that show up that say plus whatever, I do that in post, and then the last 2 weeks I don't post that video where I did all the work.
I mean, I didn't even see the listing I didn't see the listing that had all of our final four picks pop up on my screen.
Oh, did I not bring that up? There you go.
You did not.
No.
There it is.
Yeah, I just didn't bring this screen back up. But yeah, I thought the little binks are not there. But yeah, I mean, you and Robert had all of the same, except Robert with pickles at the end. And again, Eric, mustard and onions. All right, let's get through the bonus questions as Robot Harry has shown up. And we will go ahead and look at your answers. First, how many of the items start with the letter C? Eric said 7. Harry said 3. Robert said 4. The answer was 4. Robert, you get a point. Congratulations. Bonus question number 2. How many items on the bracket start with the letter R? Eric said 5. Harry said 3. Robert said 3. The answer was just 2. Remoulade and relish. However you say that one. And the final one. How many episodes have the 3 unwisemen participated in together? I knew I would fool you with it. The answer is 3. You've only been on 3 episodes together. As the
Feels like
unwise
so
men.
much more than that, especially with the beginning.
Well, you have to remember Harry did not be on an episode after episode 10 due to tech issues and stuff. And there was a lot of mixing and matching. There were most of those first 10 episodes, it was 2 of the 3 of you all on the same. But when it came to all 4 of you, only 3 episodes have happened. So now make it 4. Eric, you are a 2-time season 2 winner. So you get the final thought.
Look, I may not look like your typical fat kid. I'm well aware of that because, exercise and being out on the golf course and things like that. But hey, I know my food. I love my food. And I am back at my rightful position up on top most of the time. But we'll get into that on another episode. So yeah, I'm glad that the rancid didn't get too rancid. I enjoyed being back with the unwise men. We should run it back quite often. Oh, it feels relieved knowing that I'd only have to curse out different people this time instead of just, one person in the upper left-hand corner. Not to mention my average is a lot better, so I feel good about that too.
Eric, I have one question. Did you say exercise or extra fries?
Depends on if I have a coupon. Sometimes I do both.
Well, there you go. That will do it for this episode of Bad Brackets. As Eric has already said, don't forget to do all the YouTubey things. Like, comment, subscribe. We want to hear in the comments what you think is the best burger topping. Well, Harry doesn't. Harry is pissed off, apparently. I knew that was coming. His internet connection was really starting to hit it there at the end. But hopefully he'll be all right. Next time on Bad Brackets, we will be looking at the greatest tennis players of all time as we get ready for Wimbledon. So be excited for that. Next time you see Harry will be in a couple of weeks in a special wrestling edition of Bad Brackets. We will keep that topic a secret for now. It's a very special episode for you there. Next time you see Robert will be the week after that on July 21st when he goes up against David and Harry for the best arcade games of all time. And the next time you see your two-time winner, Eric, will be on August 4th when once again he will talk about food as we will do the best sandwiches. And I had to look. The next time we have scheduled for the Three Wise Men to go at it was all the way into September as we get into the football spirit and they discuss the best NFL coaches of all time. So there you go. That will do it for Bad Brackets. I'm your host, Randy Isbell. Thank you so much. But don't forget, good brackets don't last forever, but bad brackets do.